Dude, it looks like I chopped my hair off completely. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am going to be attempting the no brushes makeup challenge, which means I'm only using my fingertips. We're gonna hop right into this. I don't know if this is gonna be a disaster. I really am gonna try to make this work, even though there are a few things like mascara, brows liner, that kind of make me go, oh my God, how am I gonna do that? But I'm gonna give it my best. So let me scoot you guys a little bit closer and we're gonna start applying a full face of makeup with no brushes. Only these. I have never done this. However, back in the day, I used to love using my fingertips only for eyeshadow all the time, just by choice. So I think I'm gonna have some skills in that department. I don't know about brows or eyeliner. That bit kind of scares me. Normally in my routine, I start out with a little bit of this cooling gel for under the eye from Pure, and I'll do this and this, but you know what? We're just gonna take a little bit on the fingertips and just dab it on in. Next up, we are taking the Dior Forever Skin, which is something I started using again recently, and it does make your foundation last a lot longer. Little drop of rouge. Oh my God, I'm breaking out. Something is making me break out. What the hell? I like to loosen up my foundation if I'm going to be applying it with my fingertips, which I have to say, when I used to use Chanel's Vitalumiere Aqua all the time, I would only use my fingers. I would literally squeeze a little bit into my hand, rub my hands together, and I just plow it on my face like so, and it would look great. So I am no stranger to using your fingertips for foundation. I'm going to take a pump of this moisturizer from SkinCeuticals that is really high in glycerin. It has a concentration, I believe, of 15%. Just makes everything kind of smooth on really nicely. And I'm going to take some of my custom CoverFx drops, which are fantastic for mixing in with moisturizer. My plan is to we're just doing this. Oh yeah. Looks so crazy, but I'm telling you, this is the best way to put on foundation with your fingertips. Oh my God, my skin is so dry right now. I feel like maybe this was the wrong foundation choice, but nonetheless, used my hands and fingertips. It's really nice to be able to actually go around your nose. If you have that issue of any foundation separating right here, just kind of pressing in with your fingers can help. It just kind of like allows you to smooth everything out. It's time for a little concealer, and of course I'm going to use my Age Rewind, but I am not going to use the sponge tip part. I am simply going to dab my finger right here and just go underneath my eye. I do want to bake underneath my eye, and I want to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Oh my God, I have foundation like all over my hands. This is not the no makeup wipe challenge, so I am going to clean off my hands. What I'm going to do to try and ensure that none of the powder clings on to the wet concealer, which I usually take a powder and kind of press it in, but I only have my fingertips. So I'm going to take this powder from Givenchy. This is the Healthy Glow powder, and I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingertip and press on top of my concealer. Working pretty well. Now I'm going to take my loose powder and I'm going to go in with my fingertip, grab a bunch of it, and just pat it underneath the eye. Oh shoot, this is the part that I've been dreading. I don't have claw nails. I have totally natural nails. I'm wearing my Gel Couture polish from Essie still, no chips. How about that? I don't have claw nails. I don't have long nails. I don't have sharp nails. So this is going to be interesting to see if I can take my nail and like do my eyebrows. This is the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia in soft brown. I don't like how that feels. You know, the crappy thing about this part too is my brows suck to begin with. I mean, there's just not a lot to work with. And I'm getting frustrated, and that just happened. So, okay, new plan. I'm going to exaggerate the brows and then I'm going to clean them up. This is horrible. Okay, this is kind of working. And when I say kind of, I mean not really. All right, so those are the crappiest brows I think I have ever done ever. I'm at a point of absolute frustration, but we're just gonna move forward. I am gonna take a little bit of my concealer. I'm gonna take it on my pinky and just kind of try to clean up a little bit of those edges. I'm really feeling like I should have gone and gotten a claw manicure for this video because this is so tough. I feel like it's gonna ruin the rest of the look. Time to sweep off the bake. And by sweep off, I kind of mean just spread around and hope for the best. This is from Kaplin MD, and I'm going to put a nice coat on my lips because this really helps things to just be really moisturized and plump a little bit. I feel like I need a minute time out, so I'm just going to think of other things aside from my eyebrow situation while I let this lip mask soak in. I'm going to contour my nose, and I'm going to use this contour from M Cosmetics. This is the Contour and Highlight Stick in Light. I used to use this a ton. And we're also going to go and contour the cheeks a little. Now we're going to move on to highlight, and I'm going to use both cream and powder today and really focus on highlighting the skin so that everybody is really distracted from the eyebrows and some of the patchiness everywhere else. That's my plan. So I'm going to take this sleek palette, and I'm going to start by taking this golden shade that is a cream down on the lower left-hand corner, and I'm just going to dab this on the high points of my face. And now I'm going to take the one right next to it, this powder, and I'm going to go on top just for even more ba-bam. Because I get a little bit oily around my nose, I am going to take some of this Stay Matte from Rimmel and just kind of pat it in my oilier areas. I sometimes do this with like a smaller brush. I'll just kind of go over the areas where for whatever reason I get really shiny. And I'm actually going to use lipstick today as my blush. I'm going to be using Sultry Sienna. I'm going to use this on my lips as well, but I'm just going to take it on my fingertips. This is from CoverGirl, and I am just going to rosy up the apples of my cheeks. Same color, I'm going to dab on my lips. And because I want this whole look to be very high shine, glossy, glowy, I'm going to take some Buxom lip gloss in the shade Amy. I'm going to take it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply this with my fingertips. This is actually something I do anyway. If I'm really trying to make my lips look huge, I will actually line my lips. I'll spend some time doing that. I will prime them with some type of a lip plumper, put on my lipstick, and then I'll take this shiny bit, take my fingertip, and kind of really almost push it up on the Cupid's bow so that a little bit of that gloss gets pushed up right where you may have cheated the liner a little bit. I'm not wearing liner today, but just thought I would share a tip anyway. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I always use my freaking middle finger to blend everything. And see how that just brings like so much focus to the center, and it's such a thin amount that gets distributed. It looks very natural at the same time. I really, really like that. For eyes, we're going to continue with the glow theme, and I'm going to use one of my favorites. This is from Butter London. This is the shade Frosted, and this is so easy. I really wanted to show you guys tricks that you could actually use in your routine when you're getting up at the crack of dawn. I mean, Lord knows, when I would wake up at 4:45 in the morning to go do the opening shift at Starbucks. I was not messing around with a lot of brushes. I was like a little bit of foundation, a little eye stuff, mascara, gloss out the door. So, you know, some of these challenges actually can provide you with really good tips if you're looking for them. You know, maybe using a powder brush and a pencil for your brows, not your, you know, freaking fingernail, but take some of these tricks like using your lipstick as blush or the lip gloss thing. There's meaning and purpose to these videos, I guess is my point. So I am taking a little bit of frosted and I'm going to run this across my entire lid. I'm gonna go into everybody's favorite palette, the Natasha Denona. You guys, I've been using this every single day. It is so good, with exception of a few of the foiled shades, not even all of them. The one, of course, that I used in the video, that was like Fallout City, but to be honest, they don't all do that. And the mattes are something that I am so enjoying. I'm actually going to take this one right here and pat this on. Do you see how smooth that is? I'm gonna pat this on the outer edge. I'm going to take just a dab of this darker one. And then I am going to take this guy right here and go right on the inner corner. Layering up the outer corner just a tiny bit more. And I think that looks pretty good. And just so I can get a super foiled effect, I'm going to take some of these custom enhancer drops from CoverFx. This is in the shade Moonlight. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm just going to take a tiny little dab on my ring finger and I'm going to press in that inner corner. I'm going to attempt to put on mascara. This is going to be a little bit crazy. My plan is to take some on the back of my hand. The back of my hand is turning into like the biggest mess ever. I'm going to take a little bit of the product on my fingertip and just do one of these. Not bad. Okay, next up is lashes. This should not be too difficult. I'm just going to use my fingertips to apply the glue on the lashes and pop them on without tweezers. I think I can handle that. Hey, James, I need you. What do you think? I think I'm doing pretty good so far, right?
Yeah, you actually look like you normally do makeup.
Thank you.
You're so talented, Tati.
Except for, do you love the eyebrows?
I don't have an issue with them.
No way. Really?
You did this with your fingers?
I did it with my nail.
Awesome. Who needs brushes?
I need brushes. Lots of them. Good is good, better is best. I'm going to take my Flutter lashes. It's a lot harder without tweezers. Success. I actually really like the eyes and the lips, and actually everything is not that bad. I'm a little bit impressed with myself. I know the areas that could use a little bit of help and what I would do differently, you know, underneath the eyes, I'd do differently, of course, the eyebrows, I'd add a little lip liner, but I don't think this is awful, so I am not totally disappointed with myself. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys out because this is the finished look. We have one final step. I am gonna use a little bit of setting spray. I'm just gonna spray a bunch into my hand and then I'm just gonna kind of slap it on my face like aftershave. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. All right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know that you liked it by sharing it as well. Leave me comments, I do read them all and I love you guys so much. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.